Welcome everyone. We're going to get started in just 2 minutes. And welcome. We're going to get started in just a minute. Welcome everyone to Meditation Live. My name is Tony Saccardi, and this is a meditation on stress relief. And today we're going to use our breath to relieve stress. We're going to do a breathing exercise. And before we get started, I'm going to show you how it works. So this exercise is also known as the Sweet 16 because we divide the breath into 4 parts and 4 counts. So the way it works is that when I breathe in, when I inhale, I count to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I stop for the same length of time, counting to 1, 2, 3, 4, without breathing, holding my breath. Then I breathe it out to the count of 4 again, the same length, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I retain my breath again for the count of 4. So I hold my breath again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go on to the next breath, inhaling to the count of 4, holding for the count of 4, exhaling for the count of 4, holding for the count of 4. Now, depending on where you are with your breathing and how much training you have, your count of 4 may be different from someone else. So I could count like to 4 very slowly or more rapidly, depending on where I am. The idea is to slow down the breath to get some calmness inside, and also to run out of breath. So don't do it too slow, too long, if that's going to make you run out of breath. Keep it at the right level so you can do it without difficulties. So let's give it a try. And if it's too hard to hold your breath between the exhale and the inhale, then lower the count. Instead of doing 4, you can do 2 or maybe just 1. So let's try it. Find your comfortable position. If you're sitting on a chair, have your feet flat on the floor. Your spine should be relatively straight without forcing anything. And you can let your hands rest on your lap with the palms facing up if that is comfortable for you, or facing down. The chin should be parallel to the floor. And if you want, you can imagine the thin thread gently pulling the top of your head towards the ceiling to help you adjust the position. Now take a moment to make it comfortable, stable, relaxed, and also alert and dignified. And when you are ready, gently, slowly close your eyes. And let go of any unnecessary tension in your body, dropping the shoulders, checking your jaw. Make sure there is a space between your upper and lower teeth. Check your upper back, lower back, and your facial expression. The little muscles around the eyes should be relaxed, soft. The forehead, the eyebrows. maybe even a faint smile on your face. And then connect with the breathing. Connect with the gentle movement of your breath as you inhale and you exhale. Breathing through your nose if possible. And then start the counting on your own time, at your own rhythm, which may be different from mine. So inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, holding the breath 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly, intentionally exhaling the air out 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, if you can do it, holding again to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Then inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding, exhaling. And if that is comfortable for you, holding again. And continue to do it on your own. Maybe for another 5, 6 breaths. And it's your choice. You can stay with the exercise, counting your breath, holding between the exhale, the inhale, and the exhale. Or you can go back to your normal breathing. And I want you to bring to mind something a lot bigger than you that you really care about, that you really love, that you feel a connection with. It can be the world of nature, the ocean, the sky, can be the planet, the sun, maybe the stars in the sky. But think about something a lot bigger than you, with which you feel a special connection. And as you breathe in, connect with that thing that is a lot larger than you, from the top of your head. And as you inhale, let the energy come in from the top of your head into all the different parts of your body. Like taking energy from that thing that is a lot bigger than you, from the top of your head all the way down your spine, into all the different parts of your body as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, let go of all unnecessary tension in your body. Let go of the thoughts that do not serve you any longer, of the attitudes, the postures that do not serve you any longer. Breathe in nourishing, refreshing energy from your source into all the different parts of your body, and let go of anything that doesn't serve you any longer as you breathe out. And do that on your own for the next minute. Now, taking all the time you need, slowly come back and take a moment to reflect on your experience. What did you notice as you were doing the exercise, the meditation? What did you learn? And if that's available to you, maybe set an intention for the day. What would you like to do different today? Who would you like to be today? And then slowly come back to the time of the day, the place where you are. Feel your feet on the floor, your hands on your lap. You can wiggle your toes, your fingers. Stretch a little if you feel like it. And when you are ready, slowly, gently, open your eyes.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that meditation. Thank you, Tony, um, for that great class. As you guys get settled back, we will now move into our mindful discussion. So anyone can participate. You can either ask a question, share any of your comments or experiences. Just simply submit your questions and comments to the Q&A box or click on the raise hand icon and I will enable your mic. Tony, we actually have one question that came in. How often should we do the counting method of our breathing for stress relief?
How often should you do it? The number of times doesn't really matter. It depends on where you are and how efficient it is for you. Let's say you do it like 3 times and you already feel better, you can stop there. If you want to go really deep and into your meditation, you can do it for 20 minutes if you want to. So it depends. It's really your choice when you're in it, and depending on what you want to achieve. It's if it is simply to relieve stress, usually doing it, up to 5 times will do the trick for most people.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Thank you. I also have a personal question for myself. I was wondering, what is the best way to readjust my negative attitude when I'm trying to manage my stress? Because sometimes I try the breathing techniques, but then when I get so stressed out and have those bad negative thoughts, I always get zoned into those thoughts.
Yeah, we all like. And so there is the physical we can take care of with the breathing. So we feel something inside, the stress, and it's the sympathetic fight or flight system that's being activated, and we lose contact when that happens with the rational mind. And the breathing takes us back from the sympathetic fight or flight to the more responsive parasympathetic system. Once we're there, we get the connection back with the rational mind, and we can start thinking about what's going on. The negative thoughts may still be here, like, I have to do all these things and I don't have enough time. Someone wronged me today and I feel really bad about it. or I don't have enough of this, and there isn't enough for everybody, and I'm missing something. So all those thoughts are in there, and it's good to go into perspective. And that's why, as part of the exercise, I ask you to think about something that's a lot larger than you, and use that in your meditation. Because when you start thinking about something a lot bigger, like the world of nature, the planet, or even your whole life, if you start thinking on the scale of your whole life, then whatever you're facing today is probably not that important. And once you realize that, then you can start identifying with whatever the problem is and having negative thoughts about it, and look at it more as a long-term view, like on the scale of my whole life. And usually that makes a big difference.
Okay, gotcha. So would you say like writing stuff down in a journal also helps with stress-related stuff, or what are like other ways as well?
Oh yes, if you have a lot of stress, to journal in the evening is very helpful. So the things that can be very helpful, of course, is to meditate, to take the time to do those 10 minutes or maybe even 20 minutes a day if you are really stressed out, to calm down and meditate. And in the evening to journal, to realize, okay, how was my day? What happened today? And what did I learn? And what are the things that I can be grateful for? All the things are very important. And also in the morning when you wake up, not to jump out of bed and start thinking about all the things that you need to do, all the things that are required, but think about, again, long term, your whole life. What are the things that you can be grateful for? So think about maybe three things that you can be really grateful for just before you get out of bed, and that will make a huge difference in itself.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I'll definitely implement that to my daily schedule. We also have a question that came in by Tamden. Um, they said, I'm good at concentrating, but any suggestions on like what they have to do in their normal life?
So the question is, I'm good at concentrating during the meditation, but what to do during normal life?
Yes, I believe that's the question.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a great question, because yeah, during meditation it's a lot easier. You close your eyes, you limit the sensations coming in, and you can really like concentrate. But once you're in real life, there's so much input, so many stimulus right and left, that it's very hard to concentrate. So think about the meditation as the training, like the exercise room. And the more you do it, the more you strengthen the muscles that will help you to focus in normal life. There are some nerves that are connecting the prefrontal cortex, which is our rational mind executive function, to the fight or flight system. And the more we meditate, the more we solidify that link. And the more we are able to control those moments of fight or flight. The other thing is to put some little reminders for yourself. So a little objective maybe during the day. If you know what triggers you not being present, for example, then set some little objectives that will remind you to be present during the day. So maybe you can use even your smartphone on that, have a little bell coming in and say, oops, what am I doing now? Am I thinking about something else? Is my mind wandering? Or am I focusing on what am I doing right now? And the more you do that, and the more you focus on what you're doing, the better you'll be at doing it.
Okay, great. Thank you. We also have one more question before we wrap up. Someone asked, what if they're not good at concentrating? What should they do in their normal life to get better at it?
So is it kind of the same question?
Similar.
Yeah, it's very similar. So again, do the meditation, the breathing exercise, the body scan, all those meditations that require your focus will help you in real life, because the more you do it, the more muscles you have now to focus, to concentrate. The other thing is like the mindful lifestyle. So to observe, and again, journaling is going to help you with that. What's happening in your daily life? What's going on? and to look at those areas where you want to make some changes and to actually make some changes. So maybe you look at the distractions that you have if focus is your problem. What is distracting you today? Is it the emails, the social media, your coworkers maybe talking in the hallway and you have to join the conversation? What is it that's attracting your attention? And maybe have a small objective, like, maybe for 1 day, 3 days, or 1 week, to try to not react to one of those. Maybe to say, this week, I'm not going to react to the emails. I'm going to check my emails only like twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. Or it could be whatever, is going on in your life. So set some, small objectives, small goals that you can actually realize. And by doing that, you will strengthen your ability to focus and to not be distracted by everything around you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony. I think that's all the questions and comments that we have for today. Would you like to wrap us up?
Yeah, I wanted to close that with a quote from Lao Tzu, and the Chinese philosopher from the 500 BC. And one of the things he said is, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So whatever you think about in your life that may be very, very big, like, changing the way you focus and so on, the distractions, that may be a big, big task, but it starts with a single step, a little thing. So again, a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. Thank you for meditating with me today. Hope to see you soon. Namaste.